Hanju ki jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupar, Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta, Narayan Goswami Maharaj Srila Gurudev ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupar, Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta, Vaman Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupar, Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitil Pavishtam Vishnupar Ashatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitil Pavishtam Vishnupar Ashatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Nityalila Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Shila Gorksharas Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Nityalila Pravishta Shila Satchitaranda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Nityal Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Shila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai. Shila Baladev Vijabhushan Prabhu ki jai. Shila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur ki jai. Shri Nartham Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Trai ki jai. Shila Krishnadas Kabiraj Goswami Par ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadash Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Swarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai. Namachay Shri Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj ki jai. Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund ki jai. Shri Muna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki jai. Shri Raseshwari Vrishabhanunandini Shrimati Radha Thakurani ki jai. Shri Radhashtami Titi ki jai. Titi Palan Kari Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Vrishabhanu Maharaj ki jai. Shri Kirtida Mai ki jai. Shri Sarva Vraja Devi Gan ki jai. Shri Shri Vashana Dham ki jai. Shri Raval Gram ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Nitil Pavishra Shishimar Bhakti sorry. Nitil Pavishra Shishimar Srila Gaura Govinda Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Rādhā-prema makes Kṛṣṇa mad ki jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Shinitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Dandavat pranams everybody. Madhavi Didi, Pradumna Prabhu, Mantra Murthy Mataji, Yashoda Didi. Dandavat pranams everybody. So today we're going to read this very amazing article by Srila Gaura Govinda Goswami Maharaj. Very, yeah. You'll see. It's just, if you haven't read it before, this is just such a treasure, this one. Oh, great. Happy that you liked Lalita Manjari's album there. Cool. Yeah, this GVP, I'm reading actually from that GVP book, Sri Radha. So Rādhā-prema Makes Kṛṣṇa Mad by Śrīmad Gaura Govinda Goswami Mahārāja. And this he spoke, let me see, at the end. He spoke this in Bhubaneswar on 19th March, 1992. Okay. For the last 2 days, and this will be the third day, we have been discussing the causes for the advent of Prem Purushottam Shachinandan Gauranga. There are 2 types of causes. One is external and another is internal. One second, let me just check to make sure the mic is proper mic. Okay. Okay, so there are two types of causes for Mahaprabhu's advent. One is external and another is internal. I have already discussed what the external causes are. Yuga Dharma Pravartan, to establish the religion of the age, and Prem Dan, to distribute love of God. These external causes are meant for the living entities of Kali Yuga. The internal cause is for himself. The external cause is the need of others, whereas the internal cause is Krishna's own need, and there are three. So that's a really easy way of understanding it. External means for the jivas, internal is for himself, his own personal reasons. So, what are the three internal reasons? His Krishna's own reasons to descend as Mahaprabhu is Shri Rādhā-prema Mahima Kedrisho Vanayaiva Swadyo Yenarbhutta Madhurima Kedrisho Vamadiya Sokyam Chasya Maranubhavata Kedrisham Vetilo Bhat Tarbhavadya Samajani Sachi Garbhasindo Harindo Du. That's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 1:6. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love. The Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Shachi Devi, as the moon appeared from the ocean. I was speaking on the evening of the 17th about lobha, greed. There are three types of greed, three types of desire in Krishna. First is Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kidrisham. What is Radharani's pranay? What is her love? Second is Swadhyo Yenarbhuta Madhurima Kidrisho Va Madhya. What is my excellent beauty that Radharani relishes? Third, Sokyam Chasya Mar Anubhavata. What pleasure and happiness does Radharani derive while relishing my beauty? Krishna developed greed for these three desires, Trividha Vancha. Therefore, he became Gaur. This is the internal cause. So, what is Radharani's pranay? What is my excellent beauty that Radharani relishes? And what pleasure and happiness does Radharani derive while relishing my beauty? Okay. We must discuss Radha Tattva. These three desires are all related to Radharani, so we must discuss Radha Tattva. Otherwise, we cannot understand it. It is a very difficult tattva. Therefore, Krishna has become greedy for it. He has developed three types of greed, or three types of desires. He tried his best to fulfill his greed in Krishna Lila, but he could not. Therefore, that greed is there in his heart, and it is a very, very intense greed, which cannot be suppressed. It must be fulfilled. What shall I do? How can I fulfill these three desires, or three types of greed? Having thought about this very deeply, Krishna finally decided, I must assume the mood and complexion of Radharani, otherwise I cannot fulfill these three desires. These desires are not fulfilled in Krishna Lila. These three desires are fulfilled in Gaur Lila. Therefore, Krishna has appeared as Gaur. There are two opposites. What that love of Radha is, and how Radha's love, Rādhā-prema, is very great, greater than Krishna, we have to discuss. Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, Matta paratarang nanyat kinchid asti. There is no one superior to me. He is supreme, but here Krishna is not supreme. Oh, he is supreme, but here Krishna is not supreme. So you'll find that there are two opposites. On the one hand, he is supreme, and on the other hand, he is not supreme. He is requesting the lotus feet of Radharani, Dehi Padapallavam Udaram. These are two opposites. This is very wonderful. The three topics in Rādhā-prema. You will find three topics in Rādhā-prema. The first is Rādhā-prema makes Kṛṣṇa mad. Rādhā-prema is so powerful that it makes Krishna, who is almighty and all-powerful, mad. Krishna is all-powerful, almighty, and omnipotent. Yet, he becomes mad for Rādhā-prema. So Rādhā-prema is greater than he is. So that's the first topic. Rādhā-prema makes Krishna mad. Now, number two is that the pleasure and happiness derived from relishing the mellow of that love, Rādhā-prema, is unknown to Krishna. It is unknown to him, to he who is all-knowing. Therefore, Rādhā-prema is greater. The third and last point is that there is a combination of two opposites in Rādhā-prema. One after another, we will discuss these three topics. So what are the three topics? One is that Rādhā-prema makes Krishna mad. Second is that Krishna has no Krishna. The glories of Rādhā-prema is unknown to Krishna, right? Or the happiness and pleasure derived from that love, Radha's prema, that's unknown to Krishna. And the third is that there are two opposites. So first topic now. The reasons a person becomes mad. The first topic is how Rādhā-prema makes Krishna mad. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is all-powerful, omnipotent, self-sufficient, Purna Brahma, completely full, and who has no deficiency, becomes mad. Wonderful! Rādhā-prema makes him mad. When the question about what causes madness arises, we first analyze the possible reasons a person becomes mad. We will then analyze whether they are applicable to Krishna or not. What are the reasons a person becomes mad? There are three reasons. Do you know them? Are you not mad? A madman does not know that he is mad. Number one is when someone thinks about one topic or subject matter very deeply and excessively, he becomes mad. This is the first reason. Number two is that each individual has a capacity to contain a certain amount. A container has a fixed capacity. For example, the capacity of a 60-watt bulb is only 60 watts. If it exceeds 60 watts, if it is 100 watts, then it will burst. It will become mad. This is the second reason. The third reason is if a person does not have sufficient knowledge about a subject matter or topic, or if his knowledge is covered with ignorance, he becomes mad. These are the three reasons one becomes mad. We will analyze one after another whether these reasons are applicable to Krishna or not. But when we analyze them, you will find that these reasons are not at all applicable to him. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is completely full, Purna Brahma. Everyone meditates on him and glorifies him. All analyze Krishna Tattva. All inquire increasingly about him to understand him completely. Still, it is very difficult. All are absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna, Jagannath, because he is the absolute truth, Advai Gyan Tattva, Purna Brahma, completely full, Aptakam, self-satisfied, and Atma Ram, he who enjoys himself. He is the source and reservoir of all mellows. He is Paramananda Swarup, supremely Anandamoy, full of bliss. So how can he become mad upon thinking of some subject matter or topic very deeply? It is impossible. Is there anyone who can give me pleasure? Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has described the thoughts of Krishna in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila, chapter 4, verses 238 to 240. Krishnera vichar eka achaye antare purnananda purnarasa rupa kohe more. Once, Lord Krishna considered within his heart, everyone says that I am complete bliss, full of all rasas. Ama hoite anandita hoy tribhuvan, amake ananda dibe aiche konjan. All the world derives pleasure from me. Is there anyone who can give me pleasure? Ama hoite jar hoy shata shata guna, she jana ahladite pare morman. One who has 100 times more qualities than me could give pleasure to my mind. These are Krishna's thoughts. Krishna thinks, Purnananda Purnarasa Rupa Kohe. All say that I am supremely complete and a reservoir of all mellows. There is no incompleteness or deficiency in me. I am supremely Ananda, Paramananda, supremely Anandamoy, full of bliss. The Tribhuvan, the three planetary systems, become Anandamoy, blissful, on account of me. Is there anyone who can give me pleasure? I give pleasure to one and all throughout the three planetary systems. I am Paramananda, supreme Ananda. Is there anyone who can give me pleasure, Ananda? Are those reasons applicable to Krishna? Krishna is the complete reservoir of all rasas, mellows, not partially. The whole devotee society relishes that mellow. They are always eager to relish more and more that mellow of which Krishna is the unlimited reservoir. All the mukhya and gona, all the chief and secondary mellows exist within Krishna. Krishna is the only object of meditation and love. There is no other object. Therefore, to relish that mellow, the devotees become mad after Krishna. He is Rasaraj, the king of all transcendental mellows. So how is it possible for Rasaraj to think very deeply on some topic or subject matter other than himself? All are thinking of Krishna and becoming mad because he is Rasaraj. He is completely full and has no deficiency at all. If there were some deficiency, then he would be thinking about that. What will he think of? What subject matter? What topic? Thus, the first reason a person becomes mad is not applicable to him. The second reason is in regard to capacity. If a person's capacity is exceeded, then he becomes mad. Since Krishna is supreme and unlimited, Ananta, how can something possibly be greater than he is? So how can the second reason be applicable to him? It is not possible at all. The third reason is ignorance. In regard to Krishna, there is no question of ignorance at all. Maya creates ignorance. He is Maya Dish, the master of Maya. He cannot be affected by Maya. How will he be put into ignorance? He is the source of all knowledge, Sat Chit Anandamoy. Chit means Jnanamoy, full of knowledge, unlimitedly, supremely. How will he be covered with so much ignorance that he becomes mad? It is not possible. He is Maya Dish, not Maya Vash, covered by illusion. The jiva is Maya Vash, because the jiva is Anu, minute. Krishna is Vibhu, great. It is possible for a jiva to be covered over with ignorance and come under the grip of Maya, but Krishna will never come under the grip of the illusory energy. So how will he become covered? How will he become covered over? It is not possible at all. Rādhā-prema is my guru. Thus, the three reasons for becoming mad are not applicable to Krishna. Still, he becomes mad. This is very wonderful. So, what is it that makes Krishna mad? It is Rādhā-prema that makes Krishna mad. That Rādhā-prema is incomparable. It cannot be compared to any prema. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has written Krishna's own statement in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila chapter 4, verses 121 to 124. Krishna kohe, Krishna kohe amir hoy rasera nidan. Krishna says, I am the primary cause of all rasas. Purnanandamaya ami chinmaya purna tattva. Radhikara preme ama korai unmata. I am the full spiritual truth and am made of full joy. But the love of Srimati Radharani drives me mad. Na jani Radhara preme ache koto bol. Je bole amare kore sarvada vival. I do not know the strength of Radha's love with which she always overwhelms me. Radhikar prema guru ami shishya nat. Sada ama nana nritye nachai udbhat. Love of Radhika is my teacher, and I am her dancing pupil. Her prema makes me dance various novel dances. I am Purnanandamoy. I am full of bliss, supremely Anandamoy, Purna Tattva, the supreme truth, and Chinmay, transcendental. I am the reservoir of all mellows, raser. But Rādhā-prema makes me mad. I do not know what strength there is in Rādhā-prema. Although I am all-knowing, this I do not know. Krishna says, I do not know because he is mad. A mad fellow does not know what he is doing. He is all-knowing, but he says, I do not know what power there is in Rādhā-prema that it makes me mad. Je bole amare kore sarvada vival radhikara prema guru ami shishya nat. So Rādhā-prema is my guru. I am its disciple. The one who is supreme is the disciple. He is the subordinate, surrendered to the guru. All surrender unto Krishna. Krishna has said, surrender unto me. He is Sharana-vatsal, affectionate to those who take shelter of him. All take shelter at his lotus feet. That Krishna begs at the lotus feet of Radharani, Dehi Padapalavam Udaram, Radharani, please give me your lotus feet. That Krishna, he begs at the lotus feet of Radharani, Dehi Padapalavam Udaram, Radharani, please give me your lotus feet. Rādhā-prema becomes the guru and Krishna becomes the disciple. Sada ama nana nrite nachai udbhat. As Guru can make his disciple go up and down and up and down, in the same way, Rādhā-prema makes me go up and down, up and down. I am dancing. One second, I'm just turning on the fan. Haribo Rukmini Didi. Is it true that Krishna becomes mad? So, is it true that Krishna becomes mad? Is it a fact, or is it an allegory or some concoction? It is true. It is true that he is mad. Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur, an acharya in our line, has written, what's the meter for this? Sarva Shakti. Anyways, Sarva Shakti Sarva Sukha Paripurnam Satya Swarupa Nitya Jnana Dimayopyaham Kadachit Jarati Vaya Radha Prangana Ditya Tishtami Kadachit Radha Sangha Sukashaya Sada Gamana Patanu Pashyami Kadachit Tarartam Satyaveshi Bhavami kadachit latayam tar bhrante bhavami ityadikam tat premeva karavitihi. These are three statements. Where is this from? Oh, anyway, it doesn't say. These are Krishna's statements. Krishna thinks, and Krishna says, I am omnipotent. He is Sarva Shaktiman, the source of all potencies. He is completely full of all pleasure and happiness. There is nothing lacking. There is no deficiency. He is completely Jnanamoy, full of knowledge. Still, I become mad after Rādhā-prema. Becoming mad after Rādhā-prema, I do not know what I do, because a madman does not know what he is doing. Oh, this quote is so amazing. I shared this on Facebook. This one's so. Is it not madness? Sometimes Krishna spends the whole night behind a berry tree in the courtyard of Radharani's mother-in-law and father-in-law's residence. Krishna is always afraid of Jatila, Radharani's mother-in-law, and therefore he spends the whole night behind that berry tree. He does not come out in fear of Jatila. So is this not madness? Sometimes he sits on the path where Radharani comes and goes, waiting for a long time and hoping, Radharani will come, Radharani will come. So is that not madness? Sometimes, to get a touch of Radharani's body, he disguises himself as the wife of a barber, Napitini. Yogeshwara, Krishna disguises himself, puts on a sari, and pretends to be the wife of a barber. He goes there and says, Radharani, I have brought very nice alta, the red color that women put on the soles of their feet. I have brought first-class alta specially for you, Radharani. Please come, give me your feet. I will put it on them, and it will look so nice. So is it not madness? Then, sometimes he also goes to Radharani's doorstep, disguised as a beggar woman, begging alms. Please, Radharani, come out and give me some alms. Is it not madness? Sometimes he disguises himself as the wife of a gardener who makes garlands. Radharani, I have brought very nice garlands with varieties of scented flowers for you. Please come. I will put some garlands around your neck. Is it not madness? Sometimes he disguises himself as the wife of a washerman, goes to Radharani's doorstep, and says, Radharani, please give me your garments. I will wash them so nicely that they will become more blazing than sunlight. Please give me your garments. I will wash them very nicely. Is it not madness? Sometimes he disguises himself as the wife of someone who makes sandalwood paste, a gandhini. Taking some very nicely scented sandalwood paste, he says, Radharani, I have brought this nice scented sandalwood. Please come. I will decorate you by putting some nice scented sandalwood paste on your forehead. Please come. So, is it not madness? Because Radharani's bodily hue is like molten gold, he sometimes embraces a golden creeper, thinking that it is Radharani, and cries. Is it not madness? These are all the symptoms of madness. It is Rādhā-prema that has made him mad. Sometimes he takes some dust from the path that Radharani has trodden upon and smears it all over his body. Is it not madness? Is he not a madman? Sometimes when Radharani is taking bath upstream in the Yamuna, at the same time he takes bath downstream because the kumkum and flowers from Radharani's braid float downstream and touch Krishna's body. Is it not madness? A madman is always fickle, running hither and thither. Sometimes, becoming so mad, Krishna runs hither and thither, crying for Radha. Oh, we have a kirtan now. Oh, I forgot how Srila Gaura Govinda Gosvāmī Mahārāja sings this. He has a special Kotai go prema mai Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe go Jai Radhe Radhe. Anyways, I'm just gonna sing it how I know. I think that's how he sings it. Anyhow. Here, let me get O kothai go prema mai Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe go Jaya Radhe Radhe. देखा दिए प्राण राखो राधे राधे তোমার কঙ্গাল তোমায় ডাকে রাধে রাধে running hither and thither and calling oh Radhe oh Radhe oh Radhe please give me darshan otherwise my life will get out of me I will die देखा दिए प्राण राखो राधे राधे tomar kangal tomai dake radhe radhe I am kangal I am a beggar begging I am a beggar begging for you radhe radhe my life will leave me please come give me your darshan radhe radhe एक बार डाके केशी घाते आबार डाके वंशी बाते राधे राधे गो जाय राधे राधे कोथाय गो प्रेम माई राधे राधे Sometimes he calls her at Keshigat Radhe Radhe where are you Then immediately he runs to Vangshivat and calls Radhe Radhe are you here एक बार डाके ने दुबाने आबार डाके कुंजवाने राधे राधे गो जय राधे राधे कोताय गो प्रेम माई राधे 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 गो जय राधे राधे Then that mad Krishna runs to Nidhuvan and calls Radhe, Radhe, where are you? Are you here? No. Then he swiftly runs to Kunjavan, and there calls, Radhe, Radhe, Kotai, where are you? Oh Radharani, please give me darshan, otherwise my life will leave me. Is he not a madman? Ek padake Radha. एक बार डाके राधा कुंडे आबार डाके श्याम कुंडे राधे राधे को जाय राधे राधे ओ कोताय गो प्रेम माई राधे 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 को राधे राधे को जाय राधे राधे Then he runs to Radhakund and there calls Radhe, Radhe, where are you? No, no Radha is there. Then he quickly runs to Shamakund and calls out, Radhe, Radhe, Kotai, where are you? No Radha. Kotai go prema mai Radhe Radhe. Gosha oh sorry, no, there's no Gosha here. Ek bar dake kusumvane ya bar dake govardhane Radhe Radhe go jai Radhe Radhe Kotai go prema mai Radhe Radhe Tomar kangal tomai dake Radhe 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 dekha diye prana rakho Radhe 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 go Jaya Radhe Radhe. Then swiftly he runs to Kusumban and calls, Radhe, Radhe, where are you? Then he runs to Go and calls, Radhe, Radhe, where are you? No Radha. एक बार डाके एक बार डाके तालवाने अबार डाके तमलवाने राधे राधे गो जय राधे राधे कोताय गो प्रेम माई राधे राधे Then he runs to Talavan and calls Radhe Radhe Kotai where are you No Radha. Then he runs to Tamalvan and calls there, Radhe, Radhe, Kothai, where are you? Tomar Kangal, Tomar Dake, your beggar calls for you. Please give me darshan and let me live, or my life will leave me. Is he not a madman? Malin vasan diye gaye brajer dolai garagari ja kotai Radhe Radhe go jaya Radhe Radhe. Calling Radhe Radhe and becoming mad, he rolls in the dust of Braj-bhumi. For Radharani he rolls. His whole body is dusty. All his garments are dusty. Is he not a madman? Mukhe Radha Radha bole, bhase nayaner jale, Radhe Radhe go, jaya Radhe Radhe. Uttering the name of Radha, he sheds tears like torrential rain. Is he not a madman? Vrindavana koli koli kere perai Radha boli Radhe Radhe go jaya Radhe Radhe. Wandering throughout the jungle of Vrindavan, crying and uttering the names Radhe Radhe Radhe. Dekha diye prana rakho. Oh, देखा दिया दिया राधे राको प्राण देखा दिया राधे राको प्राण बोलिया कांद ये कानने कान. You can come inside. I'm just doing a reading right now. It's from Shatakuti Gopi by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. You can get a chair if you want to sit. Oh Radharani, please give me your darshan and make me alive. Otherwise, I will die. My life will leave me. In this way, Krishna wanders throughout the whole jungle of Vrindavan, crying, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Oh bole tu bhi kahar ras. Radhe tu bhi na kahar ras. Tu lage mora varajavas. Tu lage mora varajavasa. That's Shatakoti Gopi, verse 6. O Radharani, only for you I am residing here in Vrajabhumi. Otherwise, why shall I reside here? Tuhu bina kahara ras. Without you, how can I dance the ras dance? It is only for you, Radharani, and this will be useless if you do not give me your darshan. So he is a madman. Rādhā-prema is such prema, it makes Krishna mad. Thus, Rādhā-prema is Guru, Krishna is the disciple, and the Rādhā-prema makes Krishna dance. According to the tune of Radharani, Krishna dances. To relish Ashraya Ras. The second topic is that by relishing Rādhā-prema, he who is Paramananda, supreme bliss, gets more Ananda, 100 times, 1,000 times more Ananda. So Rādhā-prema is also Ananda Prada, pleasure giving. Nija prema swade mor hoy je ahlad, taha hoite koti guna, Rādhā-prema swad. That's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, chapter 4, verse 126. Because Krishna is Rasaraj, the reservoir of all mellows, all are relishing a particular mellow and getting pleasure and happiness. But now Krishna wants to relish Rādhā-prema. He who is Paramananda, supreme bliss, is saying, the relish of Rādhā-prema is crores, millions of times greater than relish of my mellow. Vishaya jatiya sukha amara ashvad ama hoite koti guna ashrayera ahlad. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila 4:133. I taste the bliss to which the object of love is entitled. But the pleasure of Radha, the abode of that love, is 10 million times greater. Krishna is the object of love, Vishaya Jatiya, Vishaya Vigraha, Rasera Vishaya, the object of ras. And Radha is the abode of ras, Rasera Ashray. So as Vishaya Jatiya, Krishna only relishes Vishaya ras. He cannot relish Ashraya ras. How can he get relish from Ashraya ras? He is not Ashray. Therefore, this greed is there. How will I become Ashray? Vishai becomes Ashray. That means Bhakta. He is Gaur. Bhakta Bhava Angikari. He accepts the concept of being a devotee. Apani korimo bhakta bhava angikare. Apani achari bhakti shikaimo sabare. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 320. He thought, I myself will go as a bhakta, act like a bhakta, and teach bhakti. Therefore, he came as Gauranga, and his mood is the mood of a bhakta. The mood and complexion of Radharani, the crest jewel of the Ashraya category. All devotees are Ashraya Jatiya in the category of Ashraya, abodes of affection for the object of affection. Only Krishna is in the category of Vishaya, the object of affection. So that greed develops in Krishna. I am Vishaya. How can I become Ashraya Jatiya? How can I relish it? Impossible. That greed is there, therefore, he accepted the mood and complexion of Radharani, because Radharani is the crest jewel of the Ashraya category. Ashraya Jatiya Sukha Paite Manadhai, Jatne Ashwadite Nari Ki Kori Upai, Akabo Jadi E Premara Hoye Ashray, Tabe E Premanandera Anubhava Hoy, Eta Chintira He Krishna Parahotuki, Hridaye Paraye Prema Loba Dhaka Dhaki. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 4, 134 to 136. My mind races to taste the pleasure experienced by the abode, but I cannot taste it, even by my best efforts. How may I taste it? If sometime I can be the abode of that love, only then may I taste its joy. Thinking in this way, Lord Krishna was curious to taste that love. His eager desire for that love increasingly blazed in his heart. The use of these words is very, very appropriate. I do not know if you can relish it unless you know this language. My Guru Mahārāja said, in order to understand this and relish this Amrita, this Chaitanya Charitamrita, the nectar of Chaitanya Charita, all should learn Bengali. Krishna becomes Ashray. Tabe e premanandera anubhava hoy. Kabu jadi e premara hoy e ashray. Krishna thinks, if I become the ashray of this Rādhā-prema, then I can relish it. Otherwise, there is no possibility. Eta chinti rahe Krishna paramakotuki. With such a very deep intensity, Krishna was thinking, Hridaya baraya prema loba dhak dhaki. The word loba here is greed for Rādhā-prema, very intense greed which cannot be suppressed. In the heart, there's a throbbing, duck, 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 duck. While preparing sweet rice, you will notice that when it becomes very thick, it makes the sound duck, 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 duck. Prem loba duck, ducky. Very intense greed. Duck, 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 duck. Such a word is used here. You cannot relish it if you do not learn Bengali. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has written it like that. Then Krishna becomes Gaur to relish that Ashraya Jatiya Sukha, Ananda. Rādhā-prema, the combination of two opposites. Then the third topic is the simultaneous combination of two opposites in Rādhā-prema. How is that? You will have to read Ujjvala Nilamani, where Srila Rupa Goswami has mentioned this. In Ujjvala Nilamani, it is stated that Krishna is Ananta, Asima, unlimited. Krishna says, Rādhā-prema is Guru. Krishna is the disciple. Guru means being greater than the disciple. So when Rādhā-prema becomes Guru, then it is also Ananta, unlimited. Is there any limit to it? No, it is Ananta, Asima, unlimited. That which is unlimited can end. Can it increase? If it has no limit, how can it increase? If there is some limit, then it will increase to that limit. But if something is unlimited, where is the question of it increasing? However, Rādhā-prema increases at every moment. So does it not simultaneously have two opposites? Nitya Vardhanshil. At every moment it increases. Newer, 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 newer. Sri Rupapad has mentioned this in Ujjvala Nilamani. The two embankments, union and separation. When there is a flow of pastimes, lila pravaha, it is like the flow of a river. The river has two embankments, a right embankment and a left embankment. Radha and Krishna's conjugal transcendental pastimes are like the flow of a river, lila pravaha, with two embankments. One embankment is milan, union, and the other embankment is viraha, separation. The viraha, separation, nourishes the pleasure of combination. It is a question of nourishment. Therefore, both these two are required. Otherwise, there is no relish or nourishment. One gets pleasure in union, and at the same time, intense pain in separation. So pleasure and pain are simultaneously present, two opposites. It is going on from time immemorial. Jagadguru Krishna worships Radha Pada. Sri Rupa Goswami Pad mentions in Ujjvala Nilamani, Vibhorapi kalayan sada bivritim, Gurorapi gauravacharya vihina, Mohor upachita vakrimapi shuddho, Jayati muradivishi radhikanuragaha. That's from Dan Keli Kumudi, verse 2, quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila 4:131. All glories to Radha's love for Krishna, the enemy of the demon Mura. Although it is all-pervading, it tends to increase at every moment. Although it is important, it is devoid of pride. And although it is pure, it is always beset with duplicity. Vibhor api kalayam sada bhivriddhim. Rādhā-prema is Vibhu. Vibhu means great, Lord, because it is Guru, important. At every moment it is increasing, Vardhanshil, Guru. Although it is Guru, important, still it is without Gaurav, pride, without Gurutva, a feeling of importance. You should read the language. Sweet, sweetness. Sweet and sweetness. Adjective, then noun. I will teach you grammar and language. Guru, Gurutva. Guru is the adjective, and Gurutva is a noun. In the English language, it is guruship. Although Guru, important, it is without guruship, pride. So it has two opposites. It is unlimited, but it is still increasing. Two opposites. Do you follow? Rādhā-prema is pure, completely pure, Vishuddha Sunirmal. It is never straight. It is always crooked. It is very, very crystal clear, pure and straight. There is no duplicity, no crookedness. Rādhā-prema is very clear, Vishuddha, completely clear without contamination. Still, its movement is crooked, Vakragati, not straight. It is two opposites. We say, Krishna Vandim Jagad Guru. Krishna is the spiritual master of the whole universe. We all worship his lotus feet because he is the guru of the whole universe. But that Jagat Guru Krishna worships Radha Pada, the lotus feet of Radharani. So there are two opposites. Rādhā-prema Guru, Ami Shishya Nat. So if you go up in this line of guruship, then the topmost is Rādhā-prema, not Krishna. It is said, Jaha vai Guru Vastu nahi sunishchita. That Rādhā-prema makes Krishna a disciple and makes him dance, makes him mad. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 4:129. This is Rādhā-prema. I am devoid of the valuable asset. Radha has such prem, but still, what does Radharani say? Radharani thinks herself Hatta Bhagini Din. Dureshu da prema ganda, Okapata premera pantha, Ase ho mor nahi Krishna pai. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 246. Radharani says, I have no love for Krishna. I am far, far away from it. Krishna hi Krishna premadhan daridra mor jivan dehendriya prita mor sabha. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 240. Radharani says, I do not have that Krishna Prem Dhan, the invaluable asset of Krishna Prem. I am devoid of that asset. Therefore, I am poor. It is useless for my body to survive because I have no Krishna Prem. She talks like that. Is it not two opposites? A mixture of poison and nectar. Then in Rādhā-prema, you will find the mixture of poison and nectar. Vishamrite ekatra milan. Poison and nectar are present at the same time. This is wonderful. How can it be at the same time that nectar and poison are mixed together? We cannot conceive of it. Because nectar is very sweet, the sweetest, and poison is most bitter. So at the same time, two things are there, both sweet and bitter. In union, it is sweet, and in separation, it is bitter. So two opposites are there in Rādhā-prema. Try to understand me. It is very deep, not an easy affair. That separation is very painful. Tivra bhedana. Therefore, we say that there is a mixture of two things, nectar and poison, in Rādhā-prema. Bahe visha jwala hoy, Bhitare Anandamoy, Krishna Premar Arbhuta Charita. At Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 250. Externally, there appeared severe tribulation, as if he were suffering from poisonous effects, but internally, he was experiencing bliss. This is characteristic of transcendental love of Krishna. Externally, when there is separation, the whole body burns. When a poisonous snake bites you, you will notice how your body will burn. In transcendental relationships, a similar burning is externally present because of separation, but inside there is extreme pleasure. There are two opposites. E prema ashwadan tapta ikshu charvan mukha jale na jai tvajan. She prema jar mane tar vikrama se jane vishamrite ekatra milan. Vishamrita ekatra milan. Oh, he quoted this section already. Vishamrite ekatra milan. Vishamrite here. That's Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 251. Relishing this prema is like chewing very hot sugarcane. It is very sweet, yet the mouth is burning. You are chewing, but you do not want to take it out. There are the two opposites. Tapta ikshu charvan, chewing hot sugarcane. This is Rādhā-prema, Kṛṣṇa Rādhā-prema. One who knows this understands what it is. He knows. Otherwise, you cannot know what it is. One who has tasted sugar candy, he knows how sweet it is. If you have not tasted it, then how can you know it? If I say, "Oh, sugar candy is very sweet," you will say, "How sweet?" Then what will I say? You have to taste it, and then you can realize how sweet it is. Similarly, one who has tasted, relished this prema, only he knows what it is. Otherwise, how can you know? Can you? No. Vikrama She Jani. Then in Vidagdha Madhav 218, Srila Rupa Gosvāmī mentions in Masi Vakya, the statement of Purnamasi. Pidabhyakala. What's the meter for this? Anyways, I'm going to just guess. Pidabhirnava. No. Pidabhirnava kala kutta katuta garvasya nirvasana. Nisyandena mudam sudha madurima hankara sankochana. Prema sundari nanda nandana paroja garti yasyantare gyayante sputamasya vakra madurastena eva vikrantaya. Sorry, I didn't know the meter for that. Purnamasi says to Radharani, "Hey Sundari, O lotus-faced one, extremely beautiful Radharani, that prema, that love you have developed for that Nanda Nandan Krishna is not straight. Krishna is crooked in three places. He is not a straight person. He is a very crooked person. Why have you developed love for him, Radharani?" That prema works in two ways. Have you seen it? Have you seen a saw? It cuts both ways. Purnamasi says, it works in two ways. What are those two ways? The two ways are vipralamba and sambhog, union and separation. Two types of activity. When it is vipralamba, separation, then its poison is more dreadful than the most dreadful poison of a poisonous snake. How is there union of nectar? How is there union of nectar and poison? In Vidagdha Madhav, Srila Rupa Gosvāmī states that if you take poison, you cannot taste it because it is so bitter. But this prema is even bitterer than that. It gives so much pain in the heart, the most acute, intolerable pain. In Vipralamba Bhav, Viraha Dasha, and separation, it acts like poison. But in Sambhog Dasha, the state of union, it is much sweeter than nectar. So it is a combination of nectar and poison. Then Purnamasi says, "O Radharani, why have you developed love for that crooked person Krishna, who is crooked in three places?" This prema is much bitter than dreadful liquid poison, but at the same time, it is much sweeter than nectar. Two opposites. The mystery is here. It is not an intoxicant, but it makes one become intoxicated. When someone becomes intoxicated, he becomes mad. Marijuana or LSD is a very dreadful poison that made the hippies go mad. They were rolling around naked, mad. How there are two opposites is described in Vidagdha Madhav. This prema you have developed is not fire, but it burns. Is it not an opposite? It is not a weapon, but it pierces the heart. It is not water, but it inundates everything. When there is a heavy downpour, a high flood has come, and the whole land has become inundated. Then you will not be able to find your way. So when there is such prema, which is not water, Still, it inundates everything. The gopis and Radharani become mad and kick all Vedic etiquette. It is like an inundation. It washes away everything. It is not poison. It is not poison, but it acts like poison. This is prem. Excerpt from a lecture given in Bhubaneswar, India on 19th March 1992, published in the booklet Rādhā-prema Makes Kṛṣṇa Mad. This article is just, it's so high and deep, completely beyond my head, but still really nice to read and something to aspire to understand. Jai. Oh, it looks like my connection's not been so good. Anyhow. All right, so I am... I'm not sure if Rukmini's still there, but you're asking, how can we read Ujjvala Nilamani? Well, right now, that's one of the main GVP projects that's like on the front burner. It's probably still going to take a long time though, because it's probably the most difficult book possible. Like it's so overwhelming. Srivas and I are supposed to meet up a couple times a week to work on it, but mainly Baijanti Mala and one other person, they're working on it. It's all been translated and it's all been checked once, and now it's going through a second check and a proper edit. And then after, Srivas and I are supposed to check certain parts of it. But right now they're on chapter 9. There are 15 chapters, but the last 5 chapters are like the majority of the book, I think. So anyhow, yeah. All right. Maybe we should just end with a short kirtan. What time is it? Oh my God, it's 8:41. Okay. We'll just end with a little kirtan. Or maybe we can end with this kirtan I sent out on the mailing list about Radharani's appearance. Yeah, let's sing that. And I want to sing all 3 songs later, but I'm not going to do them all now. Let me see. Email.com is in my... Where is it? Promotions. There it is. View this in your browser. Okay. Let's sing the second song. The second song or the third song? I don't know. They're all so nice. Let's sing this song. Okay. Today, Vrishabhanu is blissfully celebrating. The 3 brothers, Ratnabhanu, Subhanu, and Vrishabhanu, are dancing. So it's too big. Okay. Okay, so today Vrishabhanupur is blissfully celebrating. The 3 brothers, Ratnabhanu, Subhanu, and Vrishabhanu, are dancing. Limitless amounts of yogurt, ghee, fresh butter, milk, and turmeric are joyfully thrown about the courtyard. The cowherd men and women are dancing, singing, and rolling about. The elderly Mukara dances with her walking stick in hand. King Vrishabhanu dances to his heart's delight. Everyone on all 4 sides is singing joyous songs of congratulations. Then, after having lakhs and lakhs of cows nicely decorated, he donates them to the Brahmins, forgetting himself. Singers, dancers, and messengers are causing a tumult, amid which I hear, "Give, give, take." Seeing the face of her daughter, Mother Kirtida is stunned and lost in delight. With a delighted heart, Uddhav Das beholds Sri Radha's appearance, which subdues the rising of who can say how many full moons. Jai Shri Radhe. How do I make this thing go away? whatever. वृषभानुपुरे आज आनंद भादाय रत्न भानु सुभानु नाचय तीन भाई दधिघृत नवनीत गोरस हलदे आनंदे अंगने धाले नाही कोय बदी गोप गोपी नाचे गाय जाय गड़ा गरी मुखरा नाचाए बुढ़ी हाथे लय नड़ी वृषभानु राज नाचे अंतर उल्लासे आनंद भादाय गीत गाय चारि पाशे लख लख गावित कोन अलंकृत कोरी ब्राह्मणे करये दान अपना पासारी गायक नर्तन भाट करे उतरल देह देह लेह शुनि ए बोल देह देह लेह शुनि ए बोल कन्यार बदन देखी कीर्ति द जननी आनंदे अवश्य देह अपना न जानी কত কত পূর্ণ চন্দ্র জিনিয়া উদয় এ দাস উদ্ধব হেরি আনন্দ হৃদয়. If you want the other songs, here is, I'll send them to you. And I also made recordings of them all. You can find up at the top here. See, video of first song, video of second song, video of third song. I'm going to send it in our chat. Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe 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 Radha Rani ki jai Mahārāja ki jai Radha Rani ki jai Mahārāja ki jai Bolo Varshane wali ki jai 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 Bolo Varshane wali ki jai 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 Radha Rani ki jai Mahārāja ki jai Radha Rani ki jai Mahārāja ki jai ठाकुरानी की जय हरि प्यारी की जय वृषभानु दुलाली की जय 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 गौरांगी गौरांगी की जय हेमांगी की जय ब्रजराजा कुमारी की जय 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 ब्रजराजा कुमारी की जय 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 राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय ब्रज रानी की जय ब्रज देवी की जय ब्रज रानी की जय ब्रज देवी की जय केहवार वन बाली की जय 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 केहवार वन बाली की जय 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 राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय गिरिधारी की जय बनवारी की जय बोलो कुंज बिहारी जो की जय 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 बोलो विनोद बिहारी जो की जय 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 बोलो रमन बिहारी जो की जय 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 राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे Jaya Vrishabhanu Nandini Radhe Radhe. Vrishabhanu Nandini Radhe Radhe. Jaya Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Gurudeva. Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai Nityal Vishnu Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Shri Gurudev Ki Jai Nityal Vishnu Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityal Vishnu Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitil Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Srila Goksharas Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Nitil Pravishta Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Nitil Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Rupano Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund Ki Jai Shri Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi Ki Jai Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai Shri Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya Ki Jai Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev Ki Jai Shri Vrishabhanu Nandini Shrimati Radha Thakurani Ki Jai Shri Radhashtami Maha Mahotsav Ki Jai Radhashtami Titi Palan Kari Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Shri Kirtida Maya Ki Jai Shri Nanda Shri Vrishabhanu Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Rajendra Nandan Sham Sundar Shri Krishna Chandra Ki Jai Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Gan Ki Jai Shri Varshana Gram Ki Jai Shri Raval Gram Ki Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishna Vrinda Ki Jai Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Padadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams, everybody. Dandavat pranams, Rukmini Didi, and everybody else who's been watching. These next 3 days, these next days, look at this. It's all festival days. In 3 days will be Srila Jiva Goswami's appearance day and Vaman Dwadashi, both on the same day. They fall on the same tithi this time, as well as Mahadwadashi. So we'll be fasting on that day also. So 3 tithis in one day, that's coming up. And then the day after that is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's appearance day. And then the day after that is Srila Haridas Thakur's disappearance day, and also Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj's disappearance day. And then the day after that is Shri Vishwarup Mahotsav. Yeah, that's all coming up. So lots of festivals. Oh, very interesting. I never knew that. Next day is Champakalata Saki's appearance. You mean like that's tomorrow is Champakalata Saki's appearance? Rukmini Didi? That's really cool. All right. That's super really good to know. All right, Dandavat Pranam. See you all tomorrow for the beginning of, we're going to start now the Ras Panchadhyay in our daily Śrīmad Bhagavatam reading. Whoa. Okay. So tomorrow is Champakalata Saki's appearance. And then 3 days after that, after Radhashtami, is Indulekha Saki's appearance. So that would be on, that's going to be on the same day as Jiva Goswami's and Varaha Dwadashi, at least here in India, right? I think so. Anyways, we'll see. Or maybe it's the day before. I don't know how it works with the TTs, but cool. Great. See you all tomorrow. Jai Shri Radhe.